Hello everybody, Princess the Bear here. We're finally back at Epcot.
Used to be our least favorite park and is now probably our favoriteest park.
Second favorite. There's always Animal Kingdom.
And Hollywood Studios.
Yes, but
and
we're
Magic
here,
Kingdom.
finally back here to check it out. Security went smooth today, so let's go and get this adventure and go eat some food. We're
Is
hungry.
it food one?
We'll see you soon.
Be sure to consume mass quantities of food.
You heard the girl.
Here we have the lovely African stand option. I forgot what it's called, but I'll put it right here in the description for you. It does replace the spiced, what was it, a stew last year, which was, it took me many days of coming to Epcot before I could have that stew because it's a hot meal on a hot day. This is more like a corned bean and quinoa base. It does feel warm, but it should be good. Ooh. Yeah, this is quite good. It's a little light in flavor. I feel like they went a little easy on the seasonings just because it's food and wine. You want to cater to all palates. It's certainly spicy. I'll give it that. For me, I'd probably say it's like a 4 or 5 out of 10 on the spice scale. Quite delicious though, I would have to say. Would I get it again? Maybe in the fall when it's not a billion degrees out, or if I want something spicy. It's pretty good.
So, already breaking a significant sweat here in the Florida sun. At least it's not crowded today. I'll give it that. But this looks like an interesting dish. I've never really thought to put beans on top of quinoa. Maybe we'll try this at home. With this like carrot, slaw, the quinoa. And I'm kind of all over the place when it comes to quinoa. I don't love it, I don't hate it. But I have yet to find somewhere where I love it yet. Okay. There's a lot of garam masala in there. Some cumin. So it's got a particular sort of spice. You know me, I'm dead on the inside, so where the princess sees this 4 out of 10 on the scale, I'm at like a 1.5 out of 10 as far as the spice goes. The flavors are a bit muted, but at least I can taste everything in here. I can taste the beans, I can taste the quinoa, I can taste the carrots. So they all have your own unique, distinct flavors, but they go fairly well together. Can't say that I would get this on my own, but this is a solid dish. It definitely doesn't taste bad. I give it a 2.5 out of 5 points.
Thank you for visiting us today. Just a few reminders. Please wear a face covering. Clean your hands often and thoroughly. Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing, and maintain physical distancing. Thank you.
Florida, the place where even the rain socially distances.
these beautiful hummus frites and veganized them. They did give me extra frites because I veganized them. I didn't get any toppings. They're hot and they're supposed to be spicy. I love hummus fries. It's like one of my favorite things at all the festivals. Bear unfortunately does not like them. But it's a reason to go to Spice Road Table too, because they're amazing. You can see that denseness in there. It's very dense, it's very delicious. You can absolutely feel the heat. This is a beautiful, beautiful hummus fry, consistent with every year. I'm sad that the toppings change throughout each festival, so some things are vegan, some things are not. Right now they're using the tzatziki sauce and the aioli that's spicy, so none of that is vegan. But maybe like last year they'll change it mid-festival. Who knows?
So like the princess said, I've never been a huge fan of these. I appreciate what they do. I mean, it's fried, deep fried hummus. I just have not been a huge fan. But every year, I'm giving it a try, hoping it will be different. It's got a nice little kick. Ooh. Give it. Going up. Ooh. 4 or 5 out of 10 on the heat scale. A bit more flavor packed than last year. Would not be my first choice of food, but I do think it's better than I've had in the past. 3.5 out of 5 plus. Hello, hello. Oh. Did not realize this.
Mac and cheese, mac and cheese, mac and cheese. Mac and cheese, mac and cheese, mac and cheese, mac and cheese. They got a performer in here? This is legit.
I guess this is this replacing the festival center?
Yeah. Basically. Here we have Le Beautiful Impossible, I believe, plant-based mac and cheese. It's got like some peppers and things. And if you guys don't know, my biggest weakness is mac and cheese. So I'm going to be highly critical of this beautiful goodness here. Oop. All right, let's see. It smells very peppery. It's interesting. It's got a very different flavor to it. Is it very mac and cheesy? No. Is it bland? Yeah. Does it taste mostly like peppers? Yeah. Is it good? Would I eat it again? Meh. I like the noodles and the cheese. I'm not a huge fan of them. The meat and the peppers.
It does almost seem like there's more meat in here than there is actual mac and cheese, but you know, sometimes when you have plant-based dishes, they tend to overcompensate. So let's try to get like a balanced forkful at the very least. The consistency of the cheese is good. The peppers don't exactly hurt the dish, but I feel like the meat overpowers the mac and cheese. Maybe if they went a little bit lighter on the meat, like a quarter of what they gave you, it might be a bit different, but altogether it's more like a vegan hamburger helper, if that means anything. Not always a bad thing. Sometimes hamburger helper is good if you want hamburger helper, but at Disney prices, I don't know about all that. 2 out of 5 plus. I wouldn't order that on my own. So far, some very interesting meet and greets.
Absolutely. I kind of like it. Ooh.
There's so many rolling carriages and cars, but it works.
I like it.
And it's like an ideal park day for a festival because it's absolutely deserted. And of course, the music gets louder because we're walking by a speaker. But either way, off to the next thing. So I decided to take one for the team and get a pineapple Dole Whip with coconut rum. Now I love Dole Whip. I am not the biggest fan of any sort of coconut rum, usually because, well, coconut. Apparently you can get this at the refreshment port without the rum in it, even though it's not listed, because at first they didn't even realize I asked for this. So, just a thought. I'm just gonna do this in the most inappropriate way possible. Inappropriate. Very inappropriate. Not bad. The rum isn't as strong as I thought it would be. Other than that, it's your standard Dole Whip. I give it a 3 out of 5 loss.
Excuse me. We have this beautiful plant-based and banana bread with a little compote and some goodness up here. It's very tiny considering, you know, banana bread, but I'll try it. So this beautiful little like coloration here on the fork. It's very gorge. Okay. I see you. I see you, banana bread. Very banana-y. Nice little like piece of cinnamon in there. The compote is a beautiful like balance to that. It's definitely give me like a Christmas cookie vibe. For dessert, it's not horrible. I don't know if I would get it again, but if I wanted something light and sweet, I would go for this.
If you're new here, I'm not big on desserts, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I do like banana bread. Compotes, So, it definitely tastes holiday-esque. I feel like the bread is a bit on the dry side, or the compote and the plant-based, I guess it's whipped cream, sort of help out a little bit, balance it out. But if you don't get like an even amount, you could be left with a little bit of like quicksand mouth. It's not horrible. I don't know if I'd order it, but it at least tastes good. 2.5 out of 5 plus.
This is the Caribbean jerk chicken modified. So there's no chicken, there's no yogurt, it's just the salad, which is vegan. And they gave you extra salad. It's a cold salad. And it's quite good. Very filling, very tropical. It's almost like a banana pico kind of. It's very delicious. This is worth modifying and getting, I feel. It's a good filling, like cold snack.
Now for a second there, I thought the princess was trying to kill me because I looked at the chicken dish and it had mango in it. So I was definitely not going to get that. But apparently the mango is only in the chutney, so I'm good. But cold salad, I'm all in for that. Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhyme. Oh god, that's actually really good. I don't get this back.
You can keep it.
I'm just hearing straight Jamaican in my head right now.
Lot of mercy.
4.5 out of 5 plus. This is good. I like this.
If you guys have been watching us for a while, you know how amazing this impossible meatball slider is. This is probably the best thing available, and it's usually only for Flower and Garden. So the fact that we have it for Food and Wine as well is like, OMG. I'm so glad that Impossible decided to sponsor another stand, as is tradition. Look at that. Look at that goodness right there. Yes. Oh, wait. I got hair in my mouth. Okay. It's got a lovely garam masala taste to it. It's got a very like Indian flavor palette. What makes this Impossible meatball is the little flatbread that they wrap it in and the sauce. It's so good. It's hard to believe that it's vegan, but it is because it's the Impossible stand. I love it.
So this is like the Princess specialty now. If we come to a festival and it's a stand sponsored by Impossible, we're probably getting everything on the menu, which is what we just did. So, Impossible meatball looks as massive as it did before, with that plant-based cream sauce in there, some spinach, peppers, and this like packed with like nutrients looking flatbread. You can see like beneath the layers everything that's in it. It's like chives, more peppers, a bunch of herbs. They go all out for this. As far as snacks go, it's a chew, but it's worth every single one. And it's like the perfect size if you want to come in here like a light lunch before you start drinking around the world. And don't tell me you guys don't do it, because I know you do. That right there is a perfect starter before you start walking into Mexico the wrong way and dropping, tequila in your stomach. And it's just as tasty as it's always been. I would say it's probably a little bit better. Give that a solid 4 out of 5 plus.
Okay, so you guys need to watch. Sorry. I might even slice in. You guys need to see the progression of this burger. It's a pretty decent little slider. It's gonna be hard to share this one. It does look a little bit bigger than the one that I had last year, but this was one that every time I came to the Food Wine Festival, I would get this. So I know this is gonna be good. This is monstrous. This is something that I don't even know how I'm gonna fit in my mouth. Like, usually these are legit sliders. They're really small. This is not a slider. This is like a full fat burger. Legit, I can't eat this. They're still doing the wasabi sauce. weren't filming, I would come here and eat this because it's so good. I'm gonna have to say, it's still that good. It's hard to choose between the meatball and the burger since usually you get one for one festival, one for the other. I might pick the meatball over the burger, but both are very delicious.
Now this Impossible Slider has grown every year to the point where now this is no longer a slider. Like, you can't slide that into anything. Like, it's absolutely massive. Even for my bear-sized mouth, that's a bit far. You might as well just go and make it a full burger at that point. Sesame seed bun with the pickled slaw on top. Just a little bit of fire. Perfect. Absolutely perfect every time. 5 out of 5 plus. I would definitely eat a whole one of those.
This beautiful pudding changes every year. You never know what's going to be on top, but the pudding is always the same. So this is going to be a matcha crumble with a beautiful vegan pudding, and I love this pudding. The matcha crumble is just as good as I remember. The pudding is just as good as I remember. This is my favorite dessert of the day. If you come here and you don't get any dessert at all, get this, because it's worth it. And so are you.
I'm not the king of desserts. I'm not usually a dessert fan. My entree is usually my dessert. But this, I always have to leave room for. Every time we've had this, has impressed me. This is like the perfect size dessert. It's usually not too rich. The matcha helps balance out the sweetness. If it tastes like it did last year, I can only hope. You know, when you're a kid, you're playing in the dirt or the mud. If you're me and you're a boy, and you made like mud pies. This is about what I imagine it tastes like. 5 out of 5 plus. That matcha with that cocoa powder and the pudding, all plant-based. Even edible flour. Awesome touch. Great dessert without being too much. So that has been our day at the reopened Epcot.
I'm stuffed. I can't move.
The princess has had her fill. We've checked out all the safety precautions. It feels just as safe here as it does at any of the other parks.
Agreed.
I admit that I doubt Epcot's ability to throw any sort of festival in the conditions that we're in right now, but with the capacity limits, and it's been basically dead here all day.
They did good.
They have hand sanitizer stations at every food station. The silverware is properly set aside, so you feel safe there. There's plenty of hand washing stations, plenty of people around making sure people are distanced correctly. Like, all in all, I feel really good about it.
Agreed.
So, we'll be back, obviously.
Absolutely.
We've definitely felt safer here than we have most other places, even I dare say Universal, given their policies.
Agreed.
And there's good and bad in both.
Hogsmeade.
Hogsmeade, yes. So, we want to know what's your next plan to come here to Epcot to enjoy the food and fun festival. Are you planning to visit this one? Are you skipping this year? Are you planning to skip Epcot period? Let us know in the comments. And of course, hit the notification bell to make sure you get notified of this video and any other videos we do at Epcot or Walt Disney World. And
we have new videos 5 days a week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
And we will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe.
You heard the girl.
It's out of this world. Let's go take a look.
Greetings, Terrans. I am Corman Ridley from the planet Xandar. On behalf of all Xandarians, may I say that we are extremely pleased and excited to be coming from our world